And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready? First carry for Darius Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of...
Darius Geis, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Let's get it.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson going to throw again. Throwing middle but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
That's taken on the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it. Out, 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 out. Watch the edge. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check nickel, nickel. Hey, high 7.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's just me and you. It's just
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. Hey, wahoo! Check right. Watch it get by. Double dog, that's the way. Now.
2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, I'm coming. Slam. Check four. Get it.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Shift. You draw perfect. 52. Hatchet. Check 37. Be careful.
A first down carry for Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, Charlie! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Five.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. You're not ready. Rush in. Tight dog. Big ass. Switch it. Bam. Check 31. Hit it.
Smith trying to run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
That's a what? Check 24. 57 to Mike. better be afraid of me. Slam, slam. Go out. Slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Check three, check three, check three. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 47-yard line.
Let's go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, Alpha. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Rock it. Rock it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Flushed out right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Shoot. Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Say. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Kill. 5.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Set. 8 read. 54. Line 54. You're right. Through. Look at me. Go.
2nd and 11. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Undercrunch. Bang. squeeze. Check your hot read. Snap.
On the ground, this is Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Second and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on third and goal.
Switch gears. Switch. Kill. Hey, lock it. Go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I'll give it.
Here we go now with Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, here we go.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. One plus. Mike 51. Mike 51. Do your job.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
14.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? Pilot 64. Weak. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
2nd and 13. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with it punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 33-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
I'm here all day.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Following the penalty, it's Geis trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
380. Check my 47. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, alert, come on, alert.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the gun, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Breakdown. Kill. No.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Now. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to break. 55, Mike 55. Don't get nervous. Hey, seam 6. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Rip right.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 9. Check 50. Check 50. Check 3. 36. Now.
On the run, it's Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Don't get nervous. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. I know he is. Go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. On the ball. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Ready? 54, right there. 54 Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. 55 is my guy, 55.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, baby.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch the slant.
Yeah. Check 26, check 26. Look at me, zipper. Check. 25, check 25, check 25. Let's go.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yeah.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
We own them. Mike 55, Mike 55. X3, 218, chop. Back. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He hits White, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Come on,
this quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Bravo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue there.
2nd and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's our time. Leo. Check. Crunch.
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Wide. Get wide. Shift. Check 99. Showing it. Hey, Sam on. Snap.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch. Check safety.
Smith. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Hey.
Again, it's Smith. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
On the ready. Mike 57. Brilliant. Check it backer.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson throwing again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Well. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. You can't play.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35. Five-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In the face. He's coming. 11. We got double up.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the pressure gets to him again. Deron Payne. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 22, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
57's Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
57. Mike, 57.
I'm coming.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Out, 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 out. Watch the
20, 20.
First down, here's White. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
54, Mike, 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Slam, slam.
Hey, grip lane, grip lane, grip lane.
Check 4, shift.
Check 52.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the draw, they go to Geis, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 25. 51 the mic, boys, 51. I'm on. Right here, guys.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
There we go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Big stop, let's go!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Pick it up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the downward spiral